Florida polls were open for voters to come and cast their ballots in the primaries on Tuesday. Lines appeared minimal, seeming a reflection of not many voters out in the tropical Florida weather. Vecino's co-founders Alex Barrios and Devon Murphy-Anderson said this election so far isn't the norm.
The biggest difference that we've seen in the current primary in Florida on the Democratic side is there's less enthusiasm than what we saw in 2018. Right now, turnout among the different ethnicities within the electorate on the Democratic side are lower.
While enthusiasm seems low, Vecino, a not-for-profit organization, still looks for ways to reach voters. Their specific goal is to motivate and inform Hispanic and first-time voters on topics that matter to communities of color.
Vecino asks voters what matters to them, and we listen. And so we don't go into a community and say, hey, these are the issues we think you should be voting on, and here are the candidates that line up with our values that we think should be your values. And something that Democrats and progressives really need to do a better job of is understanding that the way that people identify themselves is not the same way that we identify them.
It's very important to vote because that's the only way you're going to be heard. That's the only way your voice is going to be heard as people, as a community, and as a nation of, in America. You need to get out there, you need to vote. People died for this, in all cultures, because Hispanics, Irish, everybody had a struggle when they first came to this country.
Groups like Vecinos are trying to reach voters like Egli Fernandez.
Bueno, en verdad es la primera vez que voto en las primarias. Siempre votaba solamente en las elecciones presidenciales. Pero en vista de que nos han engañado nuestros concejales, nuestros alcaldes, nuestros medios, toda esta gente que dice que va a pelear por nuestros derechos, y a la verdad vemos que pelean son por los cabilderos. Entonces ya ahora he tomado conciencia del voto, verificando qué es lo que me están ofreciendo, quiénes están en mi recinto, para poder exigirles. Yo creo que ha habido un despertar últimamente de no votar solamente por la parte presidencial, sino en la parte también de que nos están llevando el voto a nivel interno y a quienes vamos a poner para que nos representen. Porque ha habido mucho fraude, ha habido mucha compra de conciencia, entonces es hora de que nos pongamos el pueblo a valer, porque hemos visto que nos han engañado.
While Charlie Crist's campaign has been looking for a restoration of civility, Miami native Nikki Fried condemns the DeSantis team's ban on Cubans.
We know that so many people have left communist countries and tyranny to come here to Florida and to America for democracy, for a quality way of life. And her comments were so insensitive just to play on culture wars to back up an egregious policy that needs to be, of course, a national attention on immigration reform. But that's not what she's doing. She says that she wants to, with the governor, bus people out of the state of Florida to Delaware. That shows it's a culture divide.
I think if there's ever a time for the Democrats to come together and really fight back and take control of the narrative, it's exactly right now. That Ron DeSantis has, pulled his lieutenant governor pulls the pin on a grenade and tosses it to Ron, suggesting that Cubans be shipped on buses. Now you have Cubans at the border. So how do you defend your immigration policy, your attack on immigrants? And it's not just Cubans. We all, I'm Puerto Rican and Cuban. We have this diverse state. We have so many people from so many different places, countries of origin that come here for the American dream. And we're just seeing more and more of ourselves reflected in these attacks coming from Ron DeSantis and the Republican legislature in Florida.
The primary will decide which Democratic candidate face Governor Ron DeSantis in the midterms.